So this is my FDL-3, and this is from a scratch build. And up here, you've got the power button. And when you hit the power button, awesome things happen. And what this video is about is when you hit this power button and no awesome things happen. Let's go. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a little bit since we've seen this guy. I wanted to give it a little bit of love. And actually, I wanted to show you guys how to do ESC tones on this, but I wasn't thinking ahead in, well, my 3D printer is going, so I'm sure you don't want to listen to that while I show you how to do something else. So I got a nice little kind of tips and trick troubleshooting whatever video for you. So up top here, we have the power switch. And usually when the battery's hooked up, you hit this power switch and fun things happen. Well, in this video, I want to show you what to do, or at least why you could hit that switch and no fun things happen. So let's jump right into it. I've got a trusty little printed out stand here for this guy. Let's put this guy right here. So underneath here, after removing the two screws, you can pop this guy off. This is the battery compartment. Okay, we have our main battery lead. Now, for the sake of not burning up a battery, this is attached to my current limited power supply. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this guy in. The power supply is currently off. Okay. So usually this is a 3S battery. So 3S battery translates to 4.2, 8.4, 12.6 volts. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit it with 12.6 volts to signify a fully charged battery. I'll just go with 12 volts. That's fine. And I'll give this 3 amps. It doesn't really matter. It's just enough to turn this guy on. So normally you hit this button. Oh, and it did it. It did it again. Okay. That's good. Well, bad, but good. So as you can see, I hit the button before and it didn't activate. And now I hit the button again and it's alive and well. What had happened to me is I hit the trigger button here, and I'll do it right now. And the reason why it just did that is because it's current limited and the gun was calling for more than 3 amps, and the power supply up there is not allowing more than 3 amps, so it was just like, yeah, piss off. But anyway, initially, what had happened, I flipped this switch and I got nothing out of it. So let me show you how I went ahead and diagnosed the problem, and I'll show you just why that is. So what I'm going to do on the sides here, I got this screw here and I've got this screw here matching on the other side. I'm going to go ahead and remove those to gain access to the power board up here. And so what is going on here actually is this switch, but it's not the switch itself per se. It is actually the connections to the board, and I'll show you my thought process as to finding out why that is. And again, this is, relatively simple, but maybe you just built yours and you're ready to fire the thing and just things go wrong and you're flustered because it won't work or whatever. Or maybe you're good at putting things together, but you're not good at the troubleshooting part. Whatever it may be, I'm hoping this video helps somebody out, if nothing more than for being entertaining. All right, so we take this top piece off, set that aside, take our screws and set those aside. So now here we can see, or barely, our control board right there. So what I had done is I took my multimeter probes and I started probing around on that board. What I actually did is I pulled this whole top off. There's 2 screws here. I'm not going to do that because it's a wiring nightmare if you don't need to. Well, it's not that bad, but anyway, what I did was I probed the ESC power and ground wires, and you can see them opposite this wire here, right there. Let me see if I can. That doesn't help too much. All right, so let me roll a be a photo or something. Yeah, no, that ain't gonna happen. So what I had done was I had probed the ESC power and ground wires on both sides of the board, and I still had power. So I started probing around, and I pulled these wires off, okay? So we have the ESC signal wire goes through this. We've got this is the pusher motor with this red and yellow wire. And then we've got this wire here. This is the switch wire, okay? So I removed this, and just for ha-has, I bridged those 2 pins, and it came to life. So that was relatively easy. What I had done is just kind of replaced this here and made sure it was nice and tight. I made sure that the connections were pressed all the way down, and I don't know why it did or didn't do it. Like right now, yeah, see, all right, there it goes. So I don't know why it did it to me initially. Maybe it wasn't tight enough, but it doesn't matter left or right. You can spin it whatever way. That's just making a connection through those 2 pins, and there's that. So yeah, if you've ever got completely no power after hitting this switch, that's the first place to look. Just check out for this connection. It could be a bad switch, but I really think that it could be the wiring between the switch and here, or more problematic is the connectors themselves. So just something to look at, but easy enough fix. It could cause some headaches if you don't know what you're doing or not expecting it, or what have you. And unfortunately, it's a little tough to kind of grab that in the heat of, say, a battle or whatever. I mean, you might be able to get your finger in there and push it down and hope that you know, it makes a connection. So, but yeah, there's that. I just wanted to throw together this quick video just to show you that. And it's easy to find, because you're going to get in there and you're going to start probing that that power board, and you're going to find out that hey, it's still got voltage, which is a good thing. And the thing that got me was when it came off, or when, you know, I had fired this up, and I had fired it up with a battery in there, and that's probably why it does it more so than with the 3 amp power supply. It's because the battery is going to give it whatever amount of amperage it wants. So I heard a nice little psst, thinking that, you know, maybe I fried my power board, but that was not the case. So, but yeah, if you run into that problem, there's a good chance it's that or the switch. So yeah, just a nice little easy troubleshooting guide, and I hope it finds you well. So yeah, let's just put this guy back on here. This is just those 2 same screws, and that puts the top cowl back on. Yeah, so in the very near future, I gotta get you guys a video of this guy up and running. I'm actually waiting on a couple more magazines. I don't think one is enough to properly show you guys. And the place that I had initially bought them from ran out of stock. They're back in stock now, so I'm just awaiting. They should be here next couple days or so. So hopefully I can get you guys a video of this thing shooting pretty proper. there's that. And also, like I said earlier, I want to get you guys a video of the ESC tones. The only thing I don't like though is the ESC tones. Most of the guys that I know how have written them wrote them for 4 ESCs and not 2. So that's going to kind of throw off the songs a little bit. I haven't found a source for anybody who's written them for 2 ESCs yet. So over the course of the next week, I'm going to be looking for that. If you know, leave me something in the comments below, and we can share that information together. I'll definitely give you the credit for that. So, there's that. Nice little buttons over here. Oh, yeah. All right, so yeah, so hopefully this video finds you well. I hope you and your family are doing well with this crazy virus that's running around, tagging people. So with that, if you enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful, go ahead and click that thumbs up button. And if you haven't done it already, go ahead and punch that subscribe button, because you only get to do it once, and it's fun. And I'll catch you later. Peace.